Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be playing around with the Artist Almanac from 2024, which is an art-based calendar used for collage photo. So up in the top right corner you can see the little bird, January 21, is the page out of the Artist Almanac. So this is a project that's run every year and there's a limited print run. Obviously it's been sold out for this year. Hopefully there'll be one happening next year, and anyone who's interested in it can follow my channel and you'll find out more information about it. But in January, because I was on holidays, I decided that I would do a page inspired by the piece from the Artist Almanac every day. So you can see from the picture itself, it's quite heavily layered with collage papers and ephemera, so I wanted to replicate that. So I went through my stash, a lot of Tim Holtz bits and pieces, and just sort of overlapping and trying to get that sort of bits and pieces all together. I really struggled with doing this. Like, I love doing collage, don't get me wrong, and I like doing sort of magazine collage. I love doing nature type collages, but I actually struggle with this one that just doesn't seem to tie together much. That's the bit that I found really tricky. So I suppose using the inspiration from the calendar up the top, where it had sort of those tags and it had the labels and it had the bird on it, so that's where I got the inspiration from. But to me, they all, while it all sort of had a naturey geography type feel to it, I suppose, the map it and so on in the background and the birds and the butterfly, it didn't tell a story to me, or it didn't give me a clear, this is what this is all about, which I found tricky. I decided I was going to sort of tie all the papers together by glazing over the top with a brown acrylic ink, and that helped somewhat to sort of bring it all together. You can sort of see I'm trying to use inspiration from the colour palettes as well, so with sort of those pinky browny colours. I'm just trimming up, and this is all stuff I do when I'm really struggling to think of what to do. Same with stamping. So I'm going in with a script stamp over the top, just popping it in a few different places. So you can see sort of there's a lot of thinking about things. I decided that I would use this as a framing device. So again, in that one up in the top, you can see that there's been like obviously a postage stamp cut out around the bird. So I thought I'd do the same with that corner of the dictionary page. So using something as inspiration is really, really useful sometimes. And while this is not my jam, doing something like this, it pushed me outside my comfort zone. It made me think. It made me have to try and problem solve, which is one thing I do love about creating art, is, you know, that you're constantly problem solving. What happens if this doesn't tie together? How are you going to fix that? How do I push this out and make it the focal point, which is why I put the shadows around things. So it's that sort of stuff is really, really handy for me, and it makes what you're doing a little bit of a challenge. It also means, like, for this whole month of January, I got faster and I got to experience a whole heap of different styles of creating, which I wouldn't usually create in, which again really helped push me out of my comfort zone, made me think, yeah, I really like this, or no, I don't. And this one in particular, yeah, it's fine. It's not my personal favourite. However, I did get to use up a whole heap of stuff that I've had sitting in my stash for a long time, which was really good. So sometimes even just doing that and breaking into your stash and using bits and pieces you haven't used in a while is really, really handy. I'm going in, this is a clippings piece from Tim Holtz. They're all little stickers that basically have been cut out of books. So they're all sort of like vintage bits and pieces, which helps tie it all together really. So I've decided to put this big 5 on. I don't know why. Just because it needed a bit more black on it, I suppose. There's no rhyme or reason. There really isn't. And then I decided to put in some washi tape. I kind of like this because it just gave a little bit more depth to it and balanced up the page a little bit, because it really was feeling very lopsided. That bit of pink on the gel print sort of is quite, even though I sort of shade it in a little bit, is quite sticky out. So I needed just to balance it off a little bit. I think that helped somewhat. So just going in, it's quite often with my washi tape I do tear it into smaller strips. I just like the way that that looks, and just again, it's almost like mark making but using something really simple. So using your washi tape to do that. So I'm still adding because, you know, I didn't know when to stop. I wasn't 100% sure. So there's my inspiration, and there's the finished piece. So the stickers that I chose to sort of cut out were ones about sort of nature and flying and so on, that hopefully tied it all together. You can see in the second picture here, I have actually washi taped the inspiration to my page as well, which I like to do with this, so I could sort of see where the ideas came from and how it all linked together. So I hope this inspires you to take a piece of art and try and replicate the style and have fun with it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.